Hey everybody, welcome back to another live stream. This is kind of like a watch party. We're gonna we checked out the Gamescom ONL yesterday, opening night live, right? And today we're gonna check out the Xbox showcase at Gamescom, the Xbox broadcast. So I'm hoping in this one we'll get more updates on Grounded. That is my one hope. Sure, we're gonna see a couple of stuff which we saw yesterday, right? Maybe just some added gameplay, but I think we are going to see we are going to see the upgrades coming, the new updates coming, the fall update to Grounded. That is what I'm here for. We still got 20 minutes. Hey Zerish, what's up? How you doing? I'm good. You? So far, we just need to mark our calendars for August 26th. That's when the big Helldivers Halo collaboration drops with the Xbox release. And then we have Gears of War as well. Gears of War on PlayStation. Halo collaboration with a PS Studio game. And then we have Gears of War on PlayStation. We're gonna check out the Gamescom showcase for Xbox. Yesterday was opening night live. Today we're just gonna check out the Xbox showcase, see what's new. Yeah, this week is super busy for me as well with my classes and my normal job work and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm kind of relaxing a bit on playing the games. Probably doing maybe videos here and there, but just kind of get a little bit of just trying to get the house in order for a little bit. The cat, yes, she got the green light from the doctor. She can now run around, no problems. She's still a bit hesitant to keep her foot down, but the doctor said that's understandable because she's kind of used to limping for a while now, so it'll take her time to trust her foot again. But other than that, I think she's made a full recovery. Yeah, next thing is to get their vaccinations in order. You take all 5 to the doctor and get their vaccinations done. That's the next thing. It's a language course, so I don't expect it to take that long. I mean, it's it's just the first bit, like the first phase, so that's kind of like a month. You can actually complete it in a couple of weeks, but it's a month and a half because like it's like 2 classes per week, so I think the first phase is like 1.5 months, and then I'm guessing it's the same timeline for the second phase as well, and then after that we'll have like a first, I think kind of like an intermediate exam. It's really weird going back to like classes when you haven't been in kind of like a like yeah, it's been a while since I've been to like a class situation. It's weird sitting in a class again, taking down notes and stuff. I wonder if this is copyrighted music. My YouTube thing might get flagged. How is your aunt and her? I can't remember. Was it a surgery or something? Like, I can't remember the exact issue. Let me see what people are saying here on the Xbox chat. Half-Life 3, yeah, that's never happening. Forza 6, Metroid Prime 5, Halo 7, Gears of War E-Day. They might actually show Gears of War E-Day because it's been a while since we got news about that. Xbox Ally. I just want to see the next update of Grounded. That's it, and then I'll be good. What? Holy shit. Ghost and Beans, thank you for the gifted tier 1 sub. Nani? Don't see many subs. Don't see a lot of subs. I've seen quite a bit of followers, but holy shit. Thank you so much. I need to take a screenshot of this gifted sub. This is like the first time I've seen. I've seen a sub before, but not a gifted one. It's crazy. Ah, 3 minutes. Sorry, sub 4 minutes. Alright, almost there. 20 minutes of jamming to music. So many 18 plus ratings.
Every August for 15 years, Cologne, Germany has hosted the world's definitive celebration of gaming. From stunning opening night live reveals and gameplay breakdowns to the biggest news from the industry's best, join hundreds of thousands of fans on the ground.
I should really go to. I should really try and go to the next year's one.
Games convention. Welcome to Xbox at Gamescom.
Triangle strategy?
A war to end all wars. A war whose victor shall rule Norzelia in her glorious entirety.
Roland! Lord Wolford! There is no saving me. The future of Glenbrook lies in your hands now.
You're damned right it will. I'll restore this kingdom to its rightful glory.
I care only that you and the legacy of House Wolford are safe and secure.
As long as I keep walking, there will always be hope.
You are responsible for more than just your own life now.
This battle is but the first step on the path Lord Serenoa has laid before us. Let us take this first step
Was this
together and rejoice.
Was it Final Fantasy?
You are free of sin.
Is this?
Now behold my power.
To victory!
Not another step.
A battle to prove
No, it's
which
not.
of us is more fit to rule Norzelia.
A new future is before us. But first, we must carve our way through to it.
Triangle strategy.
Hello Xbox fans and welcome to Gamescom. You just saw a trailer for Triangle Strategy from Square Enix, which you can actually play today. And that is just the tip of the iceberg because this is a huge year for Gamescom. We've got tons of great reveals, in-depth interviews, and first look gameplay presentations. I'm Benny from the Xbox On team, and we're gonna make sure that you're getting wall-to-wall coverage all event long so you don't miss out on a single thing. But first, let's head inside and catch up on all those big reveals from Opening Night Live.
Thanks so much, Benny. Charlie and Bex here, and I am thrilled to be in Cologne, Germany for Gamescom 2025, holding down the Xbox booth.
Shit,
at the
it's in
biggest
Cologne
gaming
as well,
convention
right?
in
I
the
should have.
world. There is a
Should have
ton
gone.
of amazing stuff packed in the next 2 days, and we finally get to see gameplay for some of the year's most anticipated titles and catch a glimpse of gaming's future in the form of fresh reveals and some surprise drops.
I mean, just today, Charlie, we've got a full demo of Dying Light the Beast, tons of new info on Keeper from Double Fine, a custom controller giveaway, what's next for World of Warcraft and Call of Duty, and a brand new adventure starring a certain roguish archaeologist with a whip. And that's just some of the
Indiana
stuff I was
Jones.
allowed to tease after I signed like 5,000 NDAs. But first up, let's go hands-on fun with the ROG Xbox Ally and the Ally X, the very first Xbox handhelds, and explore the wide world of Xbox Play Anywhere.
Now, Xbox Play Anywhere, you can buy a Game 1 specs and access it across PC and Xbox consoles, including the Xbox Ally and Ally X. Even better, your progress travels with you, so you can bring all your saves, your add-ons, your friends, and all those delicious achievements along. So whether you're online on the convention floor waiting to play your favorite game, posted up here at the Xbox booth with your beloved Xbox On team, visiting our battle-ready neighbours at a very impressive Call of Duty Black Ops 7 booth, chilling with the Warcraft team over on the World Warcraft Midnight booth, hanging with Asus at the ROG Ally all the way over in Hall 8, or looking at the latest tech offerings from Samsung this year at Gamescom. Anywhere kind of truly is the best place to play. But right now what we're going to do, Bex, is quickly recap what Xbox revealed last night at the opening night live celebrations. Are you ready?
Let's get into
Let's do
it. I mean, we got a brand new and very charming Companions trailer for the Outer Worlds 2 that revealed 6 new friends to travel the stars and zap things with.
Zap-a-da-zap! The Dynasties of the East expansion for Age of Empires 4 Anniversary Edition also got
Age of
announced,
Empires and
and they
PlayStation is
also
crazy
revealed
as well.
a release date, so you can start organising your
More
troops
PlayStation,
on
Xbox.
November 4th.
Mark
Fusion.
We also found out about the massive new Indiana Jones and the Great Circle expansion, continuing in
I should play Indiana Jones sometimes.
of the Ancient Order of Giants. Ancient Rome's biggest secret awakens September 4th.
Excited for that one. After decades of supporting the Hayabusa clan, Raven Clan is finally taking center stage in Ninja Gaiden 4, which we saw an awesome new trailer for as well. And according to Team Ninja Bag, so if you got this, they have a secret ulterior motive that will really shake up the story when it drops on October 21st.
How very sneaky. As anticipated, we got a truly immersive look at Call of Duty
This Call of Duty Black Ops 7 is
releasing
just
November 14th. Yes. The new game's got twisted
Just
environments,
bonkers.
a campaign that supports 4-player co-op, zombies, Dead Ops Arcade, and even a new mode called Endgame to keep your squad busy for years to come. Really impressive stuff, that.
So good. We also saw Blizzard storm through with the gorgeous and never-before-seen cinematic intro for the World of Warcraft Midnight. The ancient home of the Blood Elves is under threat, and they'll need to tap into the power of the Sacred Sunwell to keep those shadows at bay in 2026
Plus, today we'll have even deeper looks at titles
Grounded 2,
that were shown
Grounded
at
2,
opening
Grounded
night
2.
live, like Keeper,
Oh my goodness.
Dying Light
We're
the
gonna get-
Beast, and
we're
LEGO
gonna get it.
Voyagers. And in a few hours, this very broadcast will play host to a special edition of the official Call of Duty podcast. But to get the party started, here comes all the latest details on the Xbox Ally, which has been so hotly anticipated ever since it was announced at the Xbox Games Showcase.
The vision around Xbox has really transformed over the years of people playing on multiple devices, people playing anywhere.
We know what players want. They want to game on their own terms.
This was a #1 request from our fans. We're working in close partnership with Asus on a brand new handheld
called the Xbox Ally and the Xbox Ally X.
The best game library on the go basically changes everything.
It's gonna be interesting to see Nintendo's response to this.
Now where I'm able to take the game that I'm playing on my beefy
Because
home
we know
PC
Nintendo
gaming
doesn't
rig
like-
and take it with me on a portable device.
Doesn't like
The
when
question a
others
lot of
are
players
in their
have
market, right?
is how are PC games going to play on a handheld form factor? The games are largely going to play like they do on PC.
The Xbox Ally targets 720p, while the Xbox Ally X targets 1080p. Most titles will perform between 30 frames per second and 60 frames per second, but certain games have the potential to hit up to 120 frames per second.
As long as we
frame
don't get
rates rise and
games
fall, variable refresh rate
exclusive
or
to
VRR
LIX
will
and
deliver
stuff
a
like that, we
consistent
should be
full
fine.
visual experience. Players can
Because
further
we
fine-tune
need to
a
treat
variety of device
this.
settings
This
in the
needs to be
command
treated as a
center,
mini
from
PC,
optimizing
right? So
battery
it can't be
life
like
to remapping buttons.
only on.
The Asus
You can't
Armory
get
Crate has
Xbox.
3 distinctive settings.
I don't
that
want
are
to treat this as a
great.
different
There's
platform,
a silent mode where these
like a
dark
console
gaming
like
sessions
type
you
thing.
have. There is a performance mode, so your battery life is optimized. And then of
It
course,
is an
for the
Xbox,
top
but-
performance factor, you would use turbo mode.
When we talk about
As long as they
optimizing for
don't do
handheld,
Ally
it's
specific,
less about
Ally
stripping
only
games
things.
down, and
should be
more
good.
about ensuring playing the game on a handheld is as easy and effortless as possible. Games that run at 30 frames per second or above will get a should performance well on this device tag. Games that hit 60 frames per second or above will carry a should perform great on this device tag. Games that haven't been tested yet will have a performance check not available yet label. As more games are tested, updated, and optimized for handheld, these labels will evolve over time.
This is about giving players a device with no obstacles to fun. So one example is making sure that it's going to work seamlessly with a controller. Are all menus and prompts working as intended? And are those UI elements properly sized for the smaller screen? Another example of an essential compatibility feature is having a gamepad keyboard. If a game passes all these checks, they're considered handheld optimized and will be labeled as such. On the Xbox home screen, you'll find a new handheld optimized channel that will curate these titles for players.
We test on the Ally all the time as we're building Roblox. For a player, that means more immersion, better graphics, smoother animation.
Should they be mentioning Roblox at this point, given the shit Roblox has been through recently? They're getting sued by the US government as well.
Xbox Ally, Doom the Dark Ages will be every bit as fast and responsive as you'd expect.
One of the awesome things about PC is that there are so many places to get your games.
We think about having this unified game library and how it can bring your entire game collection together.
Annie recently downloaded and played games from other PC game stores from Battle.net, the Epic Game Store, Ubisoft, Steam, GOG, or EA. The Xbox app automatically finds them and will show them in your game library. And right on the Xbox home screen, under Most Recently Played.
My most recently used game should be something that sticks with me everywhere I go, creating a unified user experience.
You're going to see games you've played on Xbox. If it's a PC native game, you're going to be able to play it right there. If it's a console-only game, you're going to be able to stream it from the cloud. If you're down in your basement and you want to stream
console-only game, you're going to be streaming from the cloud.
I'm able to continue to experience
Not a fan
the worlds
of
and
streaming
characters
gaming,
that I
but
love, anywhere that I want to
cloud
play.
gaming, yeah.
This is going to be awesome. Now we literally have a device that could go with you everywhere.
How much is the price? Did they give the price?
Hey there everyone, I'm Henry and today I'm joined by Dom and Brianna from Xbox and Gabe from our friends at Asus, who are going to tell us a whole lot more about the ROG Xbox Ally and the Xbox Ally X, which are the very first handhelds giving Xbox fans the freedom to play anywhere. Thank you so much for being here and welcome to Cologne, guys. How you doing?
Thank you for having us. It's been busy getting everything ready, but we're super excited to be here.
Well, I gotta say, it's incredibly distracting having the Ally X in front of me. I want to just grab it and have a go, but why don't you tell us, why is Xbox making a handheld right now?
Handheld gaming felt like a really natural next step for Xbox. Being able to break out of the living room and play anywhere is so central to our vision of putting players at the center, wherever and however you want to play. And we saw this wave of innovation happening in the handheld.
I mean, this is what
space
PlayStation should have done without the Portal, right?
And we knew that we could fuel that with
Like,
so much
I
more
think a
energy
lot of people
from
wanted the
Xbox.
revival of the PSP.
So we started talking to Asus.
Not a
it became
port,
apparent like how much more we could do together.
PSP
We shared
was
the
a little
same
bit ahead
obsession with
of
our
its time,
players
you
and
know?
our devices and gaming in general. And we just realized that by building a device together, we could do something much more special and much more quickly than either of us could do alone. And so that's what brought us to the Xbox Ally. The Xbox Ally really brings together that power of Xbox with the full freedom of Windows. That means that you can play your PC games natively from across storefronts. You can play your Xbox Play Anywhere games natively, and you can stream your console games as well. And really, this is just the beginning. Like, we have such a huge roadmap of improvements that we're going to continue building, continue delivering for our players. We're always listening to feedback, but I'm really excited for this first step.
As a device, it's got a really quite unique look about it. Gabe, can you tell us a bit about the hardware design of the Ally?
Absolutely. The design of the ROG Xbox Ally features natural ergonomics, comfort, and user familiarity. These solid contoured grips familiar with that Xbox controller we all know and love. And so design starts with your hand, right? We think about our opposable thumbs and the really nimble fingertips that we have. These are the tools that we use to write, to pick things up, and definitely to play. And so when you think about the devices as they are in their current generation, it really rests into your palm, and you're using your palm to pick up these devices. And I say it's kind of like a tray-like feel. With the ROG Xbox Ally series devices, it rests into your fingers and then into your palms, and then allows you to curve over, giving you the freedom to use that to play. On our wonderful new ABXY keys with the tactile feel and color coloring of the new Xbox controllers. It's not as simple, though, as just taking a controller and splitting it in half and putting a panel inside. Really, that would cause you to flare out. So there's a subtle detail of how you kind of want to have you flow in and be natural. And those contoured feels and this natural feeling really helps with the overall weight distribution. And that means comfort when you play long on these devices. And so with the Xbox Ally series, you're going to be able to play longer and play comfortably. And then with the ROG Xbox Ally X, you then have the access to the impulse triggers. So then you're able to feel everything and be part of the game and immersive inside and in terms of all of the things that you would be familiar with on your Xbox controller today. And so you'll get all those game-centric cues coming through on your device.
It's so like fully fledged and very well optimized for gaming, which is why I need to ask, how has the Windows experience been optimized for gaming, which is primarily what we want to do with an Ally?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this has been a huge collaboration between Asus, Xbox, and Windows. And so we really thought about like what makes playing on Xbox so unique, and how can we bring those elements together with what makes Windows 11 so great for PC gaming. And that really led to, from my perspective, 3 big features. The first one is the Xbox full screen experience. The Xbox full screen experience is extremely tailored for the handheld device, for controller navigation, and right from the moment you turn on the Xbox Ally or the Xbox Ally X, you launch directly into this Xbox full screen experience. But what's even more interesting about what's happening here is not just the experience itself, but what's not happening. So we've collaborated really deeply with Windows to defer a bunch of processes that aren't required for gaming. So that means your desktop, the taskbar, all of these things aren't loaded when you boot into the full screen experience, giving all that memory back to your games. The second feature is the aggregated library. So because this is Windows, we know that our players have catalogs of games that span across different storefronts. We want to bring your full library together in one place in the aggregated library so you can see all of your installed games from different storefronts. This makes it super easy to launch your games, kind of stay in that Xbox full screen experience for more of your experience, and just really experience the full value of the device. The third feature that we've really invested deeply in is the Play Anywhere feature. So Xbox Play Anywhere has been a program for a long time, but we've really been investing in it so deeply, and there's now over 1,000 games that support Xbox Play Anywhere. For your Xbox Play Anywhere games, you can bring your progress, your saves, your achievements from your Xbox console or your Windows PC to your Xbox Ally, just again, making that really so seamless. And again, we have a huge roadmap of improvements we're working on together and with the Windows team. So it's really exciting, and I think there's going to be so much more to share, and we're always listening to feedback. But these 3 features, to me, are what make the Xbox Ally so special.
So ergonomics, they're locked in. We've also got just a lightweight Windows, primed and ready for gaming. Yeah. Gabe, tell us a bit about the horsepower behind it and the partnership you've got with AMD to really make games shine.
Absolutely. We're really pushing the boundaries of silicon with this device. Efficiency is the Xbox Ally superpower. These class of processors are tuned specifically for handhelds. I'm super excited to talk about what's in the Xbox Ally X. It hosts the Ryzen AI Z2 Extreme. We've taken the best performing processor on the market and added NPU. That means you're ready for new frontiers in local AI gaming while having the best efficiency possible on these new amazing generational changes with the Z2 Extreme. For the normal Xbox Ally, we have the Z2A, the first time a handheld processor of this type has been productized for Windows. So that means amazing performance from 15 to 20 watts. Again, efficiency is the superpower. And so for that part, I would say we also can include AMD's Fluid Motion frames. AMD's Fluid Motion frames bring smoothness and additional frames to allow you to enjoy that wonderful gameplay that's available for thousands of games and only on Windows. Lastly, I would say we're going to bring the power of AI to our devices. So for both the Xbox Ally and the Xbox Ally X, you'll be able to have Copilot for gaming, a game guide you can call from the Xbox menu that assists you while you play.
It's all super exciting. Brianna, I don't think we should keep anyone waiting any longer. Why don't we take a look at how the Xbox Ally X works? And I think we should get a camera in here as well so that people at home can definitely take a look. But show me how you turn on one of these things.
Yeah, so one thing that's great is there's a fingerprint reader on the power button. But as Dom mentioned, we made a lot of improvements in Windows to help add gamepad navigation across the device.
If there's one thing
so
I really like about ROG or
screen,
Asus, they know how to make it look like a beast. They know how to make these handheld devices look very beastly.
One of the features
I
I
like
really
that.
love is that we've added gamepad indicators to the pin pad. So if you're familiar with them on console,
Yes, yeah.
you'll be able to enter your pin or have your own kind of combination that you would have to put in your password quickly. You can also use directional navigation, and we really want to give the flexibility to the players of how they want to get into their gaming session.
Cool.
So
I'm not going to peek at your pin, don't worry.
No one's going to
you
look
can
like
enter
what
that,
the
that's
pin
your
is.
device. I'll get my own later, don't worry.
Yeah. So I'm going to quickly put in a pin for this device, and you'll boot right into the Xbox app.
Cool. And what's the first thing we're kind of seeing here?
Yeah, this is that Xbox full screen experience that we've talked about. So it boots directly into this experience. It's really tailored for gamepad navigation, for the handheld screen. And again, it doesn't even load those processes that aren't required for gaming. In some of our initial estimates, this shows an estimated 2 gigabytes of savings in memory.
So is it like a version of Windows is what they're running?
Startup times.
It's like a variation of Windows.
Absolutely. I mean, that was super snappy just to get into that. I mean,
Yeah.
Super cool. And I've got to say, big compliments on the library that I can already see. When you run us through a bit of this experience as well.
One of the buttons that we've added on this device is a library button, so you can push that and it'll take you right to your library. Dom mentioned about the aggregated library. You'll see these new indicators across the thing. So, hey, these are my games from the Game Pass entitlement. These are the ones installed from other storefronts. And we really want to make sure that when people play a game in the library, they know what save they're doing it. You might be like me and you own the same game across multiple storefronts. Your save files are so important.
Yeah, I'm very guilty of that.
Yeah, and so you want to make sure that when you launch your game, you know where it's coming from, and you're able to kind of get that jump back in where you expect.
Amazing. Can you launch up a game for us? I'm going to let you choose.
Yeah, so let's launch up Gears of War.
Good.
You can see that the bootloader that we have launches full screen. That really takes you to kind of that immersive experience, so you're not seeing those desktop elements that Dom mentioned previously.
Very cool. Because there's something I use at home on my desktop, which is Game Bar. I use it to access my screenshots. I use it to access all of my friends lists, party chat.
Yeah.
We have a little look at that. How does that operate on the Ally?
Yeah, so one of the main differences between the original Ally and the Xbox Ally is now there's an Xbox button on the device. And so by pressing it, you quickly bring up Game Bar. And this is the optimized view that we shipped last year called Compact Mode. That takes that same widget model that we have before that's completely extensible, but it puts it in a more streamlined, optimized form for these handheld devices. So it lets you quickly get access to device settings and most importantly, Command Center.
Nice.
So instead of having multiple overlays that you're juggling, it's all in one overlay and it's all in Game Bar, and so you can get access to some of those awesome AMD features as well as the Asus features that you've been known for before, to be able to navigate those and adjust those kind of performance settings on the fly.
As a person who is already a multi-device user, it does instantly feel quite familiar as well. Like across my console or my PC, I'm kind of getting this very fluid and connected system. It's really nice.
Yeah.
So we could jump back into Gears of War, but we know this is a fully fledged Windows device.
Yes.
What else can you do with it? Are there other apps that you can use?
Yeah, so one of my favorite features is we've added a new custom task switching view. So by long pressing on the Xbox button, you'll get this new experience where you can quickly bumper between existing applications as well as go to the Windows desktop if you need to kind of tweak something that you can't do easily. And it really kind of makes it feel fast and fluid. And so if you're using Discord or getting a little hint and edge, you can quickly bumper between them and then go back to your game really smoothly.
So snappy. I absolutely love it. Dom, is there anything else you'd like to add as well to what we're seeing here?
Yeah, I mean, this is really our Xbox experience reimagined for handheld gaming. Builds in collaboration with Asus, Windows, Xbox, and allows you to have that full immersion and effortless play. But really, games are at the heart of what makes a great Xbox experience, and that's why we're developing a new program called the Handheld Compatibility Program. And this will help you really easily understand what games play well on your device across things like text size, controller navigation. And so we're really excited to announce this program and work very closely with our developer partners on it as well to help you have the best possible gaming experience on your Xbox Ally.
That's so awesome. So all of that, and I hear that you've also brought a little video for us to check out. Should we just load that up now?
Let's do it.
This is going to be awesome. Let's do this.
So now that you've seen what the Xbox Ally and the Xbox Ally X can do, I bet you want to know when you can get your own one, huh? Well, Brianna, if I ask really nicely, is there anything you could tell us on that front?
Yeah, I'm excited to share that the Xbox Ally and the Xbox Ally X will be available worldwide October 16th.
Oh, that's so soon. All
Yes.
right, well, you heard it here first. The Xbox
Holy
Ally
shit,
comes
October
out
16th,
on
that's-
October 16th.
that's-
Thank you for that, Brianna, and
Yeah.
to all of our guests here as well for stopping by today. But coming up next, stick around for the latest.
That is
on
really
Rogue,
close,
Prince of
actually, if
Persia,
you think
and
about it.
so much more as Xbox at Gamescom 2025 continues.
Is this a new Prince of Persia? Like, is this like a different Prince of Persia? Interesting. He used the Sands of Time, right? Is this Ubisoft? Like, I'm a bit confused. Oh, it's a rogue. It's a rogue like. Oh, it's a rogue game. It's a roguelike game. Okay. Okay, so it's a roguelike Prince of Persia game. Oh, that's quite interesting at all. That's really interesting. I'm loving the animations. It's a bit very fluidly. The Rogue Prince of Persia. Interesting.
You might think that the Rogue Prince of Persia is just another 2D action roguelike, and you'd be wrong. Yes, we have plenty of deadly weapons, powerful abilities, and game-breaking builds, but what makes it different? I'm going to tell you. This is 2D parkour in full flow. You will run, vault, and somersault through the world, blending traversal and combat into one seamless movement. If you're looking for Prince of Persia DNA, then shine a black light on this. It'll light up like Times Square. And that wall run? That is the first of its kind in the 2D game.
Oh
Every
shit!
fight is a
It's got
chance
the
to
whole
move with
parkour
style.
thing in it.
You're not just swinging a sword, you're fighting with everything. Kick enemies into traps or into each other. Vault to dodge attacks. Wall run over hazards. Dive to stun. Boot rocks and arrows into the faces of your foes.
Oh,
It's
that's so
like
cool.
playing a Jackie Chan movie as the Prince of Persia. This is acrobatic and environmental combat that rewards creativity and looks damn good doing it. The story holds more surprises. The prince must live the same day over and over, searching for a way to stop an enemy invasion that his actions have triggered. You must learn from each run, discovering how to save key characters and family members and bringing them to the oasis outside of the time loop to unlock new biomes, items, and story beats. Only by exploring the
Interesting,
entire
okay.
city, from the depths of the mines to the top of the lighthouse, will you find the one path that will give you the chance to change the fate of Persia. And the soundtrack? Woo! An unheard of combination of traditional Persian instruments fused with modern trap. It drives you forward. Every run has a rhythm, every fight has a beat, and we guarantee you'll be listening to it when you're not even playing. So there you have it. The Rogue Prince of Persia offers
It's got a bit
unique
of a
combination
death loop
2D wall running, environmental
thing
combat,
into it, like
a
where you
branching narrative, and a
find the
pulsating
right
soundtrack,
sequence
on
of
top
things to
all the
do.
usual tasty roguelike ingredients. This is a roguelike with rhythm, flow, and style.
The Prince of Persia is going rogue, known for those smooth acrobatic wall runs and intense boss fights set against an inspired vibrant Persian-inspired landscape. It's clear why it's the most anticipated action platformer roguelite of the year. And here to tell us more from Evil Empire artistic director Dylan Erlings and marketing manager Matthew Houghton. Gentlemen, welcome.
I can see why he's the
Now,
marketing manager.
First thing, thanks so much for joining us. And I've got to ask, was that, from what we saw in the back of that trailer, did I see what I think I saw?
I think so, yeah.
What did we see?
Which one of you would like to reveal it, if anyone missed it?
Basically, the game is out now on Game Pass right now. You can go play it as you want.
Right,
Holy shit, the game is out.
Also, like, for those that don't know as well, this game reinvents a classic franchise. And in the past, you've worked on games like Dead Cells, The Evil Empire, and fantastic DLC like Castlevania. How has it been taking a beloved franchise like Prince of Persia and kind of bringing a new
So wait, what is
genre to
Ubisoft's
it?
involvement in this? Because
It's
Prince of
kind
Persia is a
it's
Ubisoft
tough
game,
and
right?
great at the same time, because obviously like we've got a load of fans of the franchise in the team. Like lots of people who played Sands of Time, even people who played like the original back in the 90s.
Yeah.
And so there's like a pressure to take this franchise into a different direction. But it's great because it actually gives us something like to really focus on. Like we knew we wanted acrobatic combat, we wanted a wall run, we wanted this like real Persian-inspired vibes. So that helped to kind of like keep us on the right path while integrating our like 2D action knowledge to make something which we think is unique.
Yeah, it looks absolutely gorgeous. And you've been having the game on early access recently, but for those that haven't been able to play early access, what can people expect when they hop on to Rogue Prince of Persia?
So yeah, basically you can expect 2D action roguelike with kind of acrobatic combat mixed with a wall run, which we think is unique in a 2D game. So basically you have a whole moveset on top of that. So you've got like a kick, a vault, a dive attack. So basically you're going to be flowing through traversal into combat and back again. And there's also like a branching narrative behind that as well.
Yeah, nice. And also, you've been asked, you've had early access for a bit now, and you've been asking for loads of feedback from players. What's been some of the ones that has like kind of been the most surprising or inspired bits of feedback that you've taken on board?
Well, we've gotten tons of feedback from players, especially from the guys we have on Discord. We have like a very supportive and dedicated community of players there. And it's like, it's almost day-to-day talking with them. It's like they are part of the team. So we just work with them as if they were part of the development, you know. And so one guy, Opelit, he's making the wiki for the game.
Yeah.
And it's super detailed, even more detailed than what we have in the studio, you know. These guys, they know the game by heart. And so it's so cool to work with them. And another one called Andrew is a super fan. And a good anecdote is that he had a baby during the production of the game.
Yeah.
And so we celebrated it. I did a sketch of the prince with the baby and everything.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, these guys are truly part of the team, and I want to thank them truly for this early access. It was great.
I think that's one of my favorite things these days as well, is how much the community can get involved in games now and like kind of give feedback and kind of work directly with the studios. It's not something we really had in the past.
Yeah, that's something truly unique, and like the instantaneity of it is awesome, because you can just ask a question, brainstorm an idea about like game design or whatever, and they would like answer directly.
Yeah.
And it's so great.
Now, also, one thing, a lot of fans have been asking about the story of Rogue Prince of Persia and how it's going to evolve over time. Can you go a bit more into that?
Yeah, so basically the story, you basically start off and you've kind of accidentally triggered an invasion of Persia, and then you've kind of got to figure out a way by going into the city each day and trying to find clues, and then by finding the clues, you unlock biomes, and then maybe you have to like take an item and do something with it to then unlock something else, find a character who then tells you somewhere else you can go. So it's basically kind of like a puzzle in real time as you go through each run to find the one true way to finally save Persia and rectify your mistake.
And like you said about clues, right? Something that we will expect, hidden elements in the game. Are there some of those for us to find?
Yeah, there's definitely hidden rooms where, you know, like you'll find characters and stuff. I'm trying to think of an actual example, but definitely where you find the Lale, that's kind of real, like hidden stuff. But it's Prince of Persia, there's got to be hidden rooms somewhere.
I was hoping so, because I love the old games as well. And players been like, one
My
of
goodness,
the
all
most
that parkouring is a
famous
little bit
games,
stressful
first of
at times,
all,
isn't
the
it?
visuals.
It's just so
It's
fast-paced.
visually stunning, the comic book style, and like you've obviously massively behind this. Could you go a bit more into what inspired you and how you kind of worked on the design of the game?
For sure. So we wanted the game to have a unique look, like something that would not have been made before. And so, since it's a very 2D game, we wanted to embrace that aspect and have something very graphic with these patterns, the borders, and everything is. So, it's inspired by the Persian miniatures, which are art from like back in the days in the ancient Persia. And this would be very graphical images painted by hand. And so we tried to incorporate some of these elements in the art direction of the game. And the other inspiration is the French comic books.
Yeah.
So we really wanted to have some of this in the game because in the art team we are big comic book lovers. And because we wanted to be super like innovative, we used Moebius as a reference because nobody does that in the indie games. No, yeah, but he's a great artist, so he was one of the main reference.
And also, you mentioned Discord earlier as well. Have you like taken any fan-inspired feedback on some of the art that you've used in the game?
For sure. We had some fun contests on the Discord. And so, for example, we had a skin contest at some point, and player would like draw whatever crazy type of prince costume. And so we had like a voting for the favorite skins, and I think 8 or 9 of them ended up in the game.
That's amazing.
So that's great.
That must be. I can already see though how much you kind of work with your community already, and if there's anyone else who wants to get involved, are they able to do that as well?
You mean the players?
Yeah, like the players can get involved to give feedback.
Yeah, for sure. Like in the game design, we changed tons of stuff. Like for instance, we have this medallion system, which in the beginning was maybe too complex. And so we worked with the community to make it simpler to understand, but also more fun to like right when you play, you understand how it works. So we iterated a lot of like game design elements.
Yeah, and along the game design as well, you did a major art revision for the game as well from when you started. You so much so you made a mini documentary about how that happened. How was that?
That was a long walk. So long story short, when we released in early access, we knew we were going with a bold and unique look, and we knew not everybody would love it. But we got a lot of feedback from players that did not like so much the art direction. So we tried to take that as a feedback, just as if it was gameplay.
Yeah.
Why not rework the art, you know? So we did a lot of polishing, and we changed some of the color. The prince was purple in the beginning. He's not purple anymore. That's a long story. But yeah, we tried to make something that players would like more. And so this was like, big rework.
I think it's one of the first things anyone notices as soon as they see the game. It's so vibrant and colorful, and it's like so pretty to look at. Like you've done like an incredible job putting that together.
Thank you.
Have you got any personal favorite pieces that you worked on in the game?
I mean, we tried to be as diverse as we could in the biomes that you are going through. So each biome has a very unique color palette. I think the final one, the palace, the one that's going to be released in the 1.0, is the best one because it's the last one that we made, and we put a lot of love in this because it's the final objective of the game, and it's really nice, I think.
I think we've also, you talked about all the different biomes that are available. We've got to talk, how do you work on kind of making those beautiful backgrounds that you kind of interact with, and then the kind of the combat gameplay? Because it must be kind of difficult to manage.
That's a challenge for sure, because the gameplay is very fast-paced, and the traversal is challenging. So you have to be able to read everything very quickly. So we try to have something that is very simple, yet tells a story. So whenever we can, we have rooms in the game that tell like environmental storytelling, but it's not during the combat phases. So it's a subtle balance between readable gameplay and background that tells a story. Yeah.
Oh, nice. So especially, is it like clear when there's like a hidden room or something like that you can smash some pots or kind of work your way through?
There is some of this, yeah, some secrets in the game.
Now, also we've got to talk about the color palette and lighting. They've been widely praised by players in early access. right? How did you approach making the game like visually distinct from previous Prince of Persia games?
That's a tough question.
We're here to ask the hard questions.
I mean, I talked about the inspirations already. So these two, like the Persian miniatures and the French comic book, we tried to combine that into a unique look that when you see it as a thumbnail, you instantly recognize it. And it's almost as if it was taken out of a picture book. I mean, that was the objective. And yeah, we tried to embrace the graphical aspect of it and be very stylized.
It's like I see at any moment you look at it, it's like always bright and popping out.
Yeah.
It's like a thumbnail.
Very colourful,
Yeah. I've got to say though, for people who are hopping on for the first time, we mentioned it a little bit earlier, but they're hopping on from, haven't played early access, and they're hopping on to Rogue Prince of Persia. What kind of experience can they expect to play? Because it's challenging, it's beautiful, it's vibrant. There's a lot more depth to the game.
Yeah, I think expect to be challenged, but it's easy once you get it in your hands and you can feel like doing a wall run and swinging off a pole and diving down an enemy. Like, it is super satisfying. So just be prepared for like acrobatic combat. Use all your moves, like we said in the deep dive trailer. Like it's like playing a Jackie Chan movie. You're just like you're kicking someone, you're blocking something, and then you're jumping around everywhere. Like just be prepared to have fun, I guess. Yeah, and just explore everywhere. Because there's always something to find.
Explore. That's always the thing I fail in doing. I'm always like trying to speed run everything. I think. But have you got any last things that you'd like people to keep an eye out for Rogue Prince of Persia?
I mean, go play the game now. It's out, so yeah. I mean,
go play it.
Yeah.
Have a great time.
Yeah, we'll definitely be doing it. But guys, thanks so much for joining us, Matthew and Dylan. Really appreciate it. I look forward to hopping on. And also a big thank you to the whole team at Ubisoft. You can start sharpening your platforming skills and scimitars right now. And remember, the Rogue Prince of Persia is available today. And in case you're buzzing for even more 2D fighting action, here comes a trailer that's a little less reflex and a little more tactical. Then we'll be back to check out all that's new in Grounded 2.
Is it literally?
Don't go anywhere. This
is it literally out right now?
My turn. You asked for this. Back in your place.
Oh shit, it is out.
This is but a squall before the storm of battle. Prepare yourselves.
It is literally just out.
Time to prove myself. How about you? Leave that to me.
An ambush. This day grows lovelier by the hour.
Nothing can stop me. Let's finish him. On my honor. A good choice. This will suffice. Feel my wrath.
Embrace inevitable end. Judgment blade.
Bring sinners to account. Fight Roger.
Final Fantasy Tactics. Alright, finally. Indiana Jones is the story expansion, right?
What do you know about the legend of the Nameless Crusader?
Fierce warrior. Fought on the siege of Antioch, 1097 AD. Very tall, like a giant.
Pope Paul IV had an item of this crusader in his possession, his helmet.
Well, I'll tell you what. If I see the helmet, I'll leave it exactly as I found it. Sound good?
Oops. In typical indie fashion.
Giant guardians. Their roots.
It wouldn't be an Indiana game without a giant ball following you at some point.
By the Mithras cult.
I can't believe you dare to investigate this.
It's impressive for a snake. It says semper vivus. Always living. Not dead. He's not in a tomb.
Well, you just caught the trailers for Final Fantasy Tactics and Indiana Jones and the Great Circle Order of Giants, which we'll be taking an even closer look at in a little bit of time. But now it's time to dive into a game that hits a little closer to home as we learn all about the big bosses, bigger biomes, and brand new big
Yes,
buggies
finally, Grounded.
to a park near
Let's
you
do this.
in Grounded 2. We've got Chris Parker and Justin Vasquez here from Obsidian and
Give it to
Eidos
us.
to break it down into
Give
very
it to
small,
us.
teeny tiny parts. I mean, they say good things come in small packages, so thank you so much for helping me unwrap these presents today, guys. How are you today?
We're well. Thank you for having us here. We're very excited to be here to talk about the game.
Yeah, doing great. Super excited to be here.
I'm honestly so excited to gush all about the fun I've been having in Grounded 2 since it launched now a month ago into early access. So I've been having a blast, but how's the experience been for you two?
It's been an incredible experience. We're so blessed to have such an amazing community.
Give us the
around
hotkeys back.
Grounded 2.
Give us 3 sets
Everyone
of hotkeys back. That's one thing I'm asking
so
for.
well to the announcement and the fact that the game was coming to them so quickly, and seeing the game in players' hands now, everything that they're doing with it, all the fun they're having with buggies, all the fun they're having in the park, all the different builds that they're
The buggies are
making
fun,
and
but I think they
breaking,
should let us
and all
get.
the great feedback we're getting.
They should
it's just
lock the
getting us
buggies
super
behind.
excited and
Like
really focus on how we can make the best Grounded 2 possible.
I would
with our
say
community.
try to make the
love that.
buggies
Chris,
a
have you
bit
been
more
having a good time
optional
with
based
it
rather
as
than
well?
more story based,
Yeah,
because
I'm just
it feels like
so,
you discover the buggies a lot later,
excited
right?
About how well it's been received, because you know when you're making a game, you have this passion, you have this joy, you really want it to be something that the community is going to love, and they already love Grounded 1, right? So much passion there, and so until you get that into the players' hands and the community's hands, you just don't know exactly. You know, you can hope, but until they've actually sort of tasted that meal, you don't know how it's going to go. And so it went out there. People are super excited about it. They have tons of stuff to say and tons of great ideas, and we love that. And it's just been really exciting.
Amazing. Well, I've tasted it and I've really enjoyed it as well. We've been digging in a lot. It's been so much fun. And obviously you mentioned buggies, one of the big new additions in Grounded 2.
The ladybug.
And how has community feedback helped
Oh,
improve
I thought they were going to talk about the ladybug.
and that kind of area?
Well, that is the next buggy they said that they were going to add, right?
That's a really good question. For us, the buggies were such an important feature to bring to life because it was the #1 requested feature from Grounded 1.
Yeah.
And so it was a big reason why we wanted to do a sequel in the first place, because we knew to do the buggies properly.
See, that's the thing, right?
we'd have to build
The
whole world
Oblivion
from the
buggy
ground up
comes
to
so
support
late.
them
Like,
and
it
to
comes
really
like
make them
right after
shine.
you beat the
okay.
final
And
boss
so
of
for
the early
us,
access
it
preview,
was a
right?
question
So it comes
of
so late that
the balance of
like I feel like
how
it's just way too
much of
late.
this feature do we
Right?
wanna
They should make it
develop
like an optional something that we discovered the buggies,
make it a
the
full
recipe for the buggy,
experience and
like
to really show
so
the
that it's a
potential
little
of the
bit more
feature,
satisfactory, and
but
then
not go so
like you
far
get it
that we
early.
don't get the community's feedback.
Good
So
for you,
we
right?
feel like we found that balance with our Red Soldier and our Orb Weaver buggies, and now seeing how players are playing with them, what they're doing with it, and what they're asking for, not just for those buggies, but for future buggies, is really giving us a lot of clarity on where we want to bring the feature, how we want to fulfill its potential, and of course, what exciting new buggies we're going to be introducing in the future.
Yeah, there's so many aspects to buggies. Like Justin said, we kind of went for the minimum approach and said, let's see what the community has to say about these. We have all of our own ideas that we're like, these are great ideas, but let's see what the community says first, and then we can kind of hone in on that stuff and help that really guide the future of buggies, whether that be with customization or progression, or even what sort of new buggies we might introduce in the world.
And what's been really great is seeing everybody's feedback a lot of it is very much in line with where we wanted to go.
Absolutely in line.
Yeah.
It's all stuff, almost all of it's been stuff that we've talked about.
Yeah.
Like, and it's great to see that, and especially, you know, we look at what the community feedback says, and our community guys like put it all together, and we count like what's been upvoted and what people are reacting to the most. And the things that they're reacting to the most are things that we're like, yes.
Yes, that's what we want to do.
This is so exciting. This sounds great.
So not only does it confirm our belief that this feature has so much potential, it's really nice to see how aligned we are with our community. And it really feels like we're all one big team trying to make the best Grounded 2 together.
One big colony. That's so cute.
I totally missed that. Well
don't worry, I got you. My buggy is called Ant McPartlin. It's a Red Soldier ant. I haven't got to the Orb Weaver just yet. We're taking our time. Which is a very UK insular joke, but that is fine for you. But have you guys got any buggy names that you're particularly proud of? Any good puns that you've heard?
I've
or
got
from
one up my
team?
sleeve. You, Chris?
Well, no, the favorite one that
we have
fight around around the studio
Antonio,
right now is Stinky.
courtesy of
I don't know
Synchro.
why, but yeah, when we start up a co-op game for the first time, everybody goes and like makes their buggy.
I call my
Orb
Orb Weaver Incy Wincy.
Whoever names their buggy Stinky first is the one that wins, basically.
I always call my aunt Antonio Banteras because you get the double ant pun there.
Double ant pun.
And also just because I like.
Hey,
to
he
think of
stole
my
our
aunt as
Antonio.
this, like charming,
I said,
roguish.
let it be known, I said it first.
Going on an
Synchro got it
adventure
first
with,
from
so
our squad.
Antonio Banteras.
That's beautiful. He's your own.
Okay, we didn't do the
very
Banteras
real
part, but-
sidekick. That's beautiful. We have another first in Grounded 2 with our classes. So, I mean, we were chatting a little bit behind the scenes about, I've been loving the mage class personally, but what has been the most exciting developments from either seeing a lot of players get to grips with these classes or from the team themselves?
The Rogue.
I mean,
Rogue
when
has
we
been the
set
biggest.
out developing archetypes, they were really about just helping players understand how do I best equip my character for whatever it is I'm trying to do today, right? It's you're not locked into being a mage for the whole game. You could be a mage one night and then switch over to a ranger or a rogue or whatever. You want to be a sword and board fighter, do that. But let's have the interface help you out and help you sort of like min-max easily into that play style. And to be perfectly honest, I thought this was just like a kind of a nice little quality of life add to the game. And the players love it. Like they think it's fantastic, and they want to know, hey, what are the next ones going to be? What's equipment that's going to be added so that we can, further develop this particular archetype? And that's been really surprising, but also super encouraging and exciting for me, just to see that, you know what, people love this. Something that I thought was pretty small, something that actually IDOS actually championed in the first place, and like, everybody loves it. It's great. It's been really positive reception.
From our point of view, it felt like a natural extension of what Grounded was
I mean,
already
given
doing
each
and
of their
what Grounded
characters, it feels very natural that
made
Pete has to be
Grounded special as a
the
survival
mage,
game
right?
was this really
If you have a Pete on your
rich
team, he automatically has to
RPG
be
fighting
mage because
system.
it suits with his
And
character.
To speak to what Chris is saying, that's also the shared DNA between Obsidian and Eidos Montreal. Is that love
Oops
for
is such a
both
tough
RPG mechanics
person,
and
right? She's like a
progression
very tough
and
girl.
player
It makes
choice.
sense if she's a
And
fighter
so
or
this
something.
felt like a natural
Max
extension
likewise as
of
well. They're
us
both of them
working
fighters.
together, of us collaborating, and to see it in players' hands. Not
Willow,
only
it's either
them
rogue
finding
or
really cool ways to break the builds and push them to really cool limits, like the dual wielding rogue that can one-shot even our biggest toughest foes. But on top of that, seeing them use the builds in really creative, unique ways that, like you said, speak to their play style. And you're not locked into anything. If you want to be a mage that whips out a sword and a board, you can do that. If you want to be a ranged who is still packing a mallet, you could do that as well. And so we really want the players to express themselves however they want, and we want to get their feedback so that we can find new ways to help them express themselves over the early access of this game.
Love that. I mean, with new classes, we've also got some new bugs as well in Grounded 2. How has that been for putting those into the game, implementing them, and how have the community received some of the new ones, like our new scorpions our caterpillars.
Scorpions are
etc.
brutal.
Are there any
Scorpions are
grand
brutal. I still
favorites
think that the
you've
Venom
seen
damage over
emerge?
time is a bit too OP.
I don't know about favorites, but I mean, I think all of them.
Like
are
I feel like
really
our
well
our
received.
Venom doesn't tick as much as their Venom.
Reasons, of course.
Like the
So,
enemy Venom is just
we've
brutal,
got a
man.
ton of
Just brutal.
feedback from
Even
folks
with the
who are
Venom
like,
reduction
"Man, the
mutation.
caterpillars are so sweet and they're beautiful, and I have to kill them. Why have you done that? Why have you ruined my life and blackened my soul with this? And then you know, another example is this cockroaches, where they're like, I can't deal with cockroaches. Why have you put this in the game? This is where you're like, oh well, we put it in there to be gross. That's why it's there. It's serving its purpose. But the reception to those has been really fun, very exciting.
Like I love the fact that they did the whole headless cockroach thing. Like you take out, you kill it the first time. Sometimes its head's full, and then it's the body just comes to life. I think it's just a wonderful addition what they've done with the
I think it
cockroach.
was universal. Everyone was like, we need something that is on the same level of terrifying as the wolf spider from Grounded 1. And the #1 contender was the Scorpion. And
Fucking hell,
it
the
was
Scorpion.
a huge request from the community for a long time. And being able to bring that to life, but in a way that like does justice to it being this terrifying predator coming after you, and seeing all these reaction videos online of people in their camps being, you know, hunted by the scorpion and popping out, them freaking out, trying to hide. Like, this thing is coming after me. What do I do? It's so rewarding to be able to. Like,
I fucking hate the Scorpion. I've had so many jump fights with the Scorpion because they're always underground, right? At least the Wolf Spider, you can just see it coming. These guys jump at you at the last second.
The horrendous night terrors I've had for the Scorpion. So yeah, we'll talk afterwards. But speaking of foes and new enemies, I hear we have a new boss to look forward to as well. So can you tell me what this new boss is and why you guys are excited for players to take it on?
Happy to. So our new boss is a giant tarantula. Named Axel, who has gotten loose in the park. And this is what we're calling our first park boss. And,
Holy shit, look at that thing.
These really cool backyard bosses. The
Oh my
Brood Mother,
goodness.
the Mantis, and these are all, really giant,
That is
terrifying
fucking
foes.
terrifying.
And so we knew we wanted to keep up that
Oh my
tradition.
god, that is
Look at this
massive.
thing, it's
Look how
terrifying.
massive it
We want
is.
to keep up that tradition, but
The
because
Old Beaver
now
looks like
you're
a
riding
freaking
buggies,
baby ant.
what's giant and terrifying and monstrous has to scale in proportion to that. And so we really wanted to nail that like primal feature.
Dude, I hate to see
creature,
what the Venom build up on this thing
terrifying
is.
experience for players.
We need to upgrade the Venom mutation before going
And
up against
again,
this
it
thing.
was just the
Like,
clear
you need to max it
first
all the way
choice for
3.
us was we have to
I think I'm
bring
at 2 now.
That
Need to get it
fantasy
to 3.
of the tarantula to life. That's where Axel was born.
And then we had to look at scale. I mean, like it is. I don't even know if you can tell from the footage we just showed
It looks
how
huge.
immensely.
It is
huge
immense.
this
It is massive.
So,
It is massive.
The character in that footage is riding around on its own Orb Weaver spider, and the Orb Weaver looks teeny tiny compared to the.
The Orb Weaver is massive,
It's
okay,
about, like, 3
compared to
times
you,
bigger than
and
a
the
wolf spider,
tarantula
which is one of
makes
the
the Orb Weaver looks like a baby, look like a baby
It's
ant.
about 16 times bigger than the player. So
Yeah,
it's
pretty
Fucking
massive.
hell.
It's massive. It's
Yeah.
absolutely huge, and we think players will have a lot of fun with it. It's got its own arena. It's got its own like sort of like recipe and things that you've got to do in order to summon it and bring it in. But we think it's a pretty exciting boss.
Yeah, it looks huge. and
Fucking hell, that looks
terrifying for
terrifying.
Sure. How did you guys land on the name Axel? That's so cute, for one. I'm guessing it's a pet tarantula as well that someone just found. Oh no.
So one of the best
It's
things
Velos
about our
tarantula,
franchise
right?
is it's set in the 90s. This one's set in 1992s and 1992, and so there's all this nostalgia around that era that means a lot to all of us. And Axel is actually a reference to Home Alone. In Home Alone, the older brother
Axel,
has a pet
he's
tarantula
spider.
called Axel that gets loose, and so that's our little Easter egg.
Yeah. I love that. I love
That's
that it
nice.
makes sense in the world of Grounded too, but also it's just a sick callback to real world movies and stuff.
There's
Love
a couple of more Home Alone references in the game
Oh my goodness.
around Axel, so I can't wait to see if the community catches them all.
Love it.
Yeah.
Well, let's get back to this big boss Axel, because I would love to hear some tips from you guys about taking him on. I'm terrified already, and I'm hoping I don't have to do it alone. But yeah, do you have any tips for players on taking them down?
Well, I mean, with basically any adventure in Grounded, you got to load up before. You got to prepare for whatever your adventure is going to be.
Just give
You
it.
need to
Just
make
tell
sure
us the
you've got enough
weakness
food
already.
and water and
Is it
healing
spicy?
supplies. and then you're just going to have to go in and die a couple of times. Like, that's basically what's going to have to happen. He's
Sure,
got a
just
lot
go
of,
die.
special attacks that are really cool, and you're just going to have to kind of learn that sequence, because there's also some stages to that boss fight as well.
Fuck, it's a
once you've
multi-stage
figured out
boss
the first
battle.
one, you're going to have a couple of surprises for you. Figure out the second one, a couple of surprises for you. Hopefully it'll keep players entertained for a while. And
How many
and when
stages
they
was it?
finally beat
Is it like
a lot
3?
of goods on the horizon there. You know, you can, like with everything in Grounded, you ultimately murder it and then turn it into fashionable attire, and that's exactly what
You wear your
do.
trophies on your body.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Make weapons and armor with that, maybe some furniture, right?
Yeah,
You want-
absolutely.
You want to upholster something with that, and that's exactly what you can do here.
My advice would be, whether you're playing single player or with your friends, to bring a friend. Go with your Orb Weaver buggy. You know, hey, if you want to take it on alone, go for it. Become the stuff of YouTube and Twitch legend. But if you want to, you know, try to survive, bring your Orb Weaver buggy. It will come in handy immensely. The fight was designed with that in mind, and we had a lot of fun figuring out, okay, what
Holy
makes
shit.
fighting a giant creature on another giant creature.
Dude, look how massive it
a
is.
fun
Oh
and
shit.
unique experience. So we really hope
He has
that
an intimidate
the
attack
players
as well.
will
He has
get
an
a
intimidate
kick
skill as
out
well.
of the grounded style.
Oh my
massive
goodness,
boss
oh
fight, but
fuck, he
now
goes
on their
underground as well.
own, you know, impressive buggy mounts.
Nice. I can't wait to try it myself and
The
die
fucking
multiple
stuff of
times,
nightmares.
No doubt. Very good. And Parker, you mentioned that there's some, you know, obviously our favorite thing about Grounded is getting the loot. My favorite thing is going and analyzing everything, breaking it down. Can you tell us a little bit about the spoils that we can expect from the Tarantula? Is there going to be some pieces in particular?
Absolutely. So a couple that spring to mind is there is an absolutely, as you would expect, massive bow that you can craft. It's sort of ridiculously
What about
large,
daggers?
but that's what makes it sort of charming, is that like you made it out of the biggest creature that's been in the yard so far, so it is ridiculously
So far.
large.
Emphasis
you
on the
can
so
make
far.
yourself a new fancy chest to adorn your base that holds a little bit more stuff, as I recall
That's
correctly,
correct.
and is of course again fashioned out of axle pieces. You can even make yourself a cool little throne. There's all kinds of stuff you can do.
A throne?
That's the one that I'm most in love with, and I can't wait to see how the community reacts to that, because it's a
Look at that. He
it
doesn't
is
even get
a,
staggered like with that from the
significantly
arrows.
impressive throne for a significantly impressive boss.
Yeah, big Spider King throne. That sounds great. I can't wait to see it. I hope it's fuzzy as well. The colors on it look so sick. I mean, I'm imagining your guys' offices are kind of just, do you just have tarantulas kind of like lying around, or any bugs and stuff? Like, that would be terrifying.
Our art director makes these massive, you know, mood boards whenever we have a new insect, and it's just like a wall of terrors. And we're like, okay, which of these is the most interesting terror to bring to life? And so when we were working on Axel, it was just all of these different tarantulas, and we're looking at them going, I didn't even know tarantulas came in those colors.
Yeah. Your dreams must be haunted, but no. Also, on top of the new boss and the new tarantula, I hear we've got a new biome on the horizon as well for winter. Could you tell me a little bit about what we can expect to explore there?
Absolutely. For our winter update, we're going to be introducing our first new biome in the park. It's our garden biome. And what's really exciting about it is that the park allows us to explore areas that are really a good mix of
It's like a big greenhouse type thing
human-crafted,
from the looks of it.
handcrafted
Garden
areas,
biome.
as well as the more natural, organic areas. And so the idea of a community garden was very appealing for exactly that reason. And so we get to see
Here we go. Mantis
you know, our
bosses.
pumpkin patch or a vegetable garden or a greenhouse. These all feel very organic and very wild and very grounded, but have this new layer to it of, no, this was carefully cultivated by humans to be laid out.
You know,
in
there's going to be a
specific
couple of
way.
signs on
And
top
so
of that
gives us
scarecrow.
the opportunity to do things from a level design and experience design wise that couldn't be done in Grounded 1, can only be done because of the park. Chris, do you want to?
Yeah, no, 100%. You pretty much nailed everything there. I'm just super excited about running around amongst giant pumpkins. The greenhouse gives us the opportunity to make a very humid environment, which is something that we have not had before.
So
I think we have with the vegetable garden, we're doing some interesting things there. That
the question is
almost turn it
there
into
going to
sort
be
of
like a
headspace
sizzle or a chill
experience.
biome?
Like,
Another
there's a lot
sizzle or
of things
chill
that we're doing
biome?
that I think are really fun, and and this was all sort of planned in our heads, at least loosely, from the beginning, where let's nail all the foundational stuff with our first early access release and make sure that all of those pieces are there, and then we can do some more experimental stuff. And so when we get to, after we have the Tarantula update in the fall, our winter update is going to be this first big one where we've got some new biomes and a lot of new stuff, new insects, of course, more equipment, all kinds of things on the horizon that we're really geeked up about.
Heck yeah, lots to look forward to there then.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, is
Hopefully,
there
like the
anything else
Omnitool
that you
level
want
3
to
stuff is
share
also
with
there.
us just now, right around the corner for Grounded 2 that we can look forward to?
Well, I think there's two things. If you look at a roadmap, you can see that with the garden biome, we'll be introducing our first new buggy, which is the Ladybug. So we're very excited about that. We think she's going to bring something unique and fun to the players. And
So what is it exactly? Like a tank buggy, like an ultimate
wants
tank
to get
buggy?
excited about what it is that we're doing. The roadmap is a good place to go check out everything we have in mind, and we want to hear people's feedback. We
Oh
want
my
them to join
goodness!
us.
It's a ladybug buggy with a turret on top.
To help sort of
Holy shit!
help mold what it is that we're planning to do right now. Like right now, we have a very loose.
It's a literal
idea of
tank.
all the things that we think would be super exciting, that would be great to add into the game. But you know what? This is a journey that we want to take.
Oh my goodness! I was like wondering if you could have like 2 people ride a buggy.
This is what we think
that
right
is
now.
bad.
We want you to come now, share with us what you think would be cool and exciting and great for Grounded 2.
Oh my goodness! That looks sick.
I'm really excited to think of some new names, I guess, for this Ladybird mount as well. If you guys had to have one
It's a
in
ladybug,
real
right?
life,
Not the ladybird.
what do you think you would have for a real life buggy? A Red Soldier and the Orb Weaver, or the new Ladybird?
I would definitely take the Red Ant Soldier. The reason why is at least right now, it can kind of do everything, which is fantastic. It can harvest, it can build, it can fight, it goes really fast. It seems really cute when I pet it, even though it's terrifying. Like everything about it is like really great.
Yeah, the Red Soldier Ant is
Orb
like
Weaver's
a
cool
very
too,
good
but,
generic buggy.
It's still maybe a little too terrifying for me.
You don't see that parking that in your driveway anytime soon.
I'm still not down with that. So we'll see. We'll see as other ones come online. Maybe I'll change my mind.
Yeah, I totally get the appeal of the Red Soldier, and it's got that like off-road ATV feel to it. That dirt bike that you can kind of take out anywhere.
Yeah.
But if I'm honest, right now I'm leaning towards the Ladybug. Maybe it's because it's new and exciting, but honestly, because as a player of Grounded,
Yeah, the
1,
Ladybug feels very sluggish.
That was the one that I wanted to
Like it
ride
feels
the
like very
most,
slow.
and often would just by jumping on it and letting me carry around. I fantasize about riding this wild creature around.
What I would like to know is like
backyard.
if
So
there's
being
a
able to
chance of
bring
getting
that to life in
flying
the
buggies
park,
at any point.
Not gonna
you're
lie,
not there
it's
thinking about
super
it.
satisfying.
Oh,
And
that
so
sounds
yeah,
nice.
can't wait for the community to get that dream come true.
I bet. Oh, well, I mean, we've spoken a lot about community, and it just feels like so clear you guys are so synced up with them. You're listening to the players all the time, but how has both of your teams kind of created tools for players of Grounded 2 to be part of this collaboration, or how can people watching at home kind of get involved with the feedback process too?
Yeah, I mean, we're up on pretty much every social media platform out there. The primary one is Discord. The Grounded game is up on Discord, and we have a great community up there. That's also one of the places where it's easiest for people to go look at what does everybody else in the community say, and go ahead and upvote ideas and discuss those ideas in great detail. And then we have a great community group of folks at Obsidian that go through everything. They respond to every single customer comment and note and whatever. We try and make sure that people know that we are actually listening to them. We are already weekly getting together amongst our teams and going through all of this feedback and sorting it out and figuring out, hey, what is it that we want to do in the next week? What do we want to do in the next month? What is something that we want to try and do in 4 months? if we don't want to do it, let's talk to the community and see if there's something that's like close to that sort of like makes sense or we can make work. So it's just a whole lot of things, and you know what? Props to the Grounded One team who like built this community and allowed us to actually like, I don't know, follow in their footsteps on this, because the community is on Grounded.
It would be nice if we could build like a mobile mini base on top of something like an old Ox Beetle or something.
We try to
so you can
interact
just
with
carry it
them
around.
constantly. We try to listen to them. We try and make
That'll be
changes that they
something
want.
neat.
And I think they appreciate that and are loved. And it's really something special. It's pretty cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That was something everyone at the team at Eidos Montreal saw right away, that the story of the success of Grounded was that this community wasn't just rooting for the game, they were rooting
I'm
for
gonna
the
have to
team
call
as
it
well.
in
And
a
the
little bit
team
because I need to get ready for my
wasn't just
class.
trying to make this game in a bubble.
Because I
They
wasn't expecting
really
that.
wanted
They
to
would be
collaborate
just
with the
skimming through, but it seems like they're doing very detailed.
That healthy
So
bond
Grounded was the
between
main
them,
thing I really
that
wanted to see more than anything. So
between them,
once Grounded
that
gets concluded,
resulted in an amazing
I'll
game.
call time on the
And so
stream.
of course we want to replicate that success. Of course we want to
From the
replicate
beginning.
that feeling
Because the
for
whole
the
thing seems like
community.
it's going to go
And
on for a
course
couple
we
of
wanna
hours. Because they had to cover
allow
like what,
that to-
like
to-
8 more
to put us
games.
in a position to create
So
the
it's like
best
an
version of
hour per
Grounded
game.
possible.
That's beautiful. That's so fun. Well, I have some ideas that I'll have to tell you afterwards off stage, but
Can't wait
I'm
to
gonna
hear 'em.
write them down yet, and
Yeah.
be sure to join that Discord as well to chat more Grounded. But honestly, Parker, Justin, thank you so much. I've had just a blast talking about Grounded too, and I can't wait for all the new updates that we've got as well. Thank
thank you for having us. It was a
Thank
blast.
you. Like, you know, being able to just talk about the game and a situation like this is awesome.
Heck yeah.
And thank you so much.
No, thank you. I mean, there's so much more to look forward to as Grounded 2 continues to grow. But for now, we go from the ground to the air to explore the biggest biome of all, Earth's atmospheric envelope. There's new places to go and new ways to get there, so let's set a course for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. But on the way, we'll have a brief stopover on Star Sand Island.
Alright guys, I'm just gonna call time there because it seems like the entire showcase is going to be, the Xbox showcase is going to take like a couple of hours. I was expecting, it's a good thing that Grounded came out a lot earlier so that I could just take a look at it. I'm gonna go get ready for classes now, and yeah, I hope you guys have a good one and good day for the rest of y'all, and I'll see you guys in the next live stream or video. Till next time then, bye bye.